Daf Yomi tractate Metzia, page 118a, part 3, with the words "My love, behakamifligi." The Gemara suggests, what is it not with regard to this that they disagree? The first Tana holds that in the case of ownerless property, viewing affects acquisition of it. So the watchman, although he did not lift up the grain, acquires the grain by viewing it, and therefore, if he is given a wage from communal funds, then yes, he is safeguarding it on behalf of the community. And he acquires it for them. But if he is not paid, he has not acquired for the community, but for himself. And conversely, Rabbi Yossi holds that in the case of owner's property, viewing does not affect acquisition of it. And when the community goes and brings the grain for the Omer offering, and the 2 loaves, is only now, at this stage, that they acquire it. And what, according to this explanation, is the meaning of the phrase, "Do you say so?" This is what they were saying to him. If the opinion from your statement that one may volunteer as an unpaid bailee is applied to our statement that in the case of ownerless property, viewing affects acquisition, the result is the Omer offering and the 2 loaves do not come from communal funds as required. Rava said, no. The dispute can be explained differently. It can be explained that everyone agrees that in the case of ownerless property, viewing affects acquisition, and here they disagree with regard to the question of whether they are concerned that perhaps he will not give the grain over wholeheartedly to the community. And the rabbis hold that we give the watchman a wage, and if we do not pay him, but allow him to act as a volunteer, we are concerned perhaps he will not give the grain over wholeheartedly to the community, as deep down he might feel that the grain really belongs to him and that he is offering it from his own pocket, which means the Omer offering and 2 loaves are not properly offered by the community. Conversely, Rabbi Yossi holds that we are not concerned that perhaps he will not hand the grain over wholeheartedly to the community. And what is the meaning of the phrase, "Do you say so?" This is what they were saying to him. If the opinion from your statement that one may volunteer as an unpaid bailee is applied to our statement that we are concerned that perhaps he will not give the grain over wholeheartedly, the result is that the Omer offering and the 2 loaves do not come from the communal funds as required. There are those who say that there is a different version of this discussion. Rava said it can be explained that everyone agrees that in the case of ownerless property, viewing does not affect acquisition of it. And here, concerning the Omer offering, they disagree with regard to the question of whether we are concerned about violent people that may come and seize the grain for themselves. As the first Tana holds, the sages instituted a directive to give him 4 dinars or whatever payment is appropriate for his services as a watchman, so that violent people should hear of this and keep away from the grain, since when they hear that the temple is paying the watchman, they will certainly not take the grain. And Rabbi Yossi holds that the sages did not institute this directive, since there is no concern about violent people.